Hello my old school soul food family, Chef Jeffrey back with another video. Hey, today I'm going to be doing something really comforting, especially on fall. I'm trying to do more fall and winter recipes now. Something that's hearty and filling and just hearty and filling. So today I'm going to be doing some old school beef tips. We'll do some white rice with it. And I usually eat mine with hot water cornbread. The hot water cornbread I ain't gonna do on video. I already got a video for that. So what I'm gonna do, all I'm gonna do is put mushroom and onions in mine. You can put other things in yours if you like. So, and also use a nice chuck roast that has a little fat in mine. You can do something that's completely lean, like a top round, but I like a little fat in my beef tips. I don't like it to be too dry. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna step off. I'm gonna cut up my beef chips and my quarter my mushrooms up and finally chop my onions, and I'll be right back and show you the procedure. And I use cremini mushrooms. It's like baby bellas. Really, it's a baby portobello mushroom. That's what I use because it hold up better in the cooking process. It doesn't disintegrate, and I like to see the mushrooms in the beef tips. You can, I mean, this is really your choice. You want to use mushroom, but I use the baby bellas instead of the food service, which is the regular white mushroom. They hold up better during the cooking process. So anyway, and sometimes when my mama, I get some from my mama. Mama don't like mushrooms, so she can actually pick these out easier than eating them. She don't eat mushrooms and she don't eat squash, my mom, and she don't eat catfish. That's three things my mom don't like, so I try not to. And she don't eat a lot of pastas either because it has a lot of pasta, creates a lot of sugar, and she's diabetic. So I try to sway her away from a lot of pasta dishes. So anyway, that being said, I'll be right back and show you the next step. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. Okay, I got my beef cut up in chips here, little squares. I quartered my mushrooms. I got my onions diced up small. I season my meat. Y'all know I don't do a lot of seasoning. I use granulated garlic. My cavenders seasoning here, Greek seasoning, and my old school soul food shake. On UncleCShake.com. I already talked to y'all about this. I use a spice. I use a sweet and spicier. This is the one I use on my spices. So this is what I'm gonna do. I got my oil heating up. And I'm going to dust this meat, put it all in a bag here. And I'm going to do my shake and bake just like I do chicken. I want to dust this in flour. But the flour off the meat is going to give it it's going to thicken the gravy. It's going to make a gravy here automatically. And the flour in here is going to thicken the gravy. So what I'm going to do, put this in the pot here. We're going to brown off these little tips. Get a nice brown on them. You don't want to add too many. If you add too many, it's going to boil them instead of getting a nice brown sear on them. It's very important to get a nice sear on them. Do not want to crowd the pot here. Very important. Now I'll move the camera over so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Move the camera over here where you can kind of see what I'm talking about on this here. Like I say, you do not want to crowd the pot there. And when those get brown on one side, we turn it over, and then I'm going to take them out, put them back on this plate, brown the other ones. Then after that, it's going to have some good flavor in there. We're going to throw the onions in there and the mushrooms. Get them all sauteed up in there. Brown off and caramelized. We're going to add the meat back. Then I add some water with a little chicken base, or you can add chicken stock. Or if you got some beef stock, I don't keep a lot of old school beef based stock on hand. You can keep that, but chicken stock will work just fine. And we'll put that in the oven, let it cook for about 2 hours. So anyway, I'll be right back when matter of fact, I'm gonna turn these over, show you the color, and then I'll be right back when I finish the rest of them off. I'll show you the color I'm looking for. See, that's what you're looking for in the color. Let me get them all turned over. See that? You do not want to overcrowd your pot. If you overcrowd your pot, you won't get that nice brown color on there that you're looking for. That's very important in the cooking process after you put it in the oven. You want that nice sear. You're sealing in all them nice juices in your meat, in your beef tips. Like I said, I love those fatty pieces. That are my favorite, y'all. See that? And it smells amazing. And you can also add garlic to this. I might do that too later, and when this is ready. I might do that. But anyway, I'll be right back when I get them all seared off, and we'll go to the next step. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. The meat's almost ready here. I got a few more to take out. See, I got these right here. They already seared off. So we're going to get these out of here. Like I said, they got a nice brown color on both sides. You see that nice flavor still in the pot there? That's what we want. And we could throw our onions in here. And our mushrooms. We want to cook these down. Get all that good stuff off the bottom of the pan, the pot here. Add a little more oil to this. Add a little bit more oil. Because you know mushrooms, they soak up a lot of oil, y'all. A lot of oil. Definitely want to cook this down. And like I say, this is optional. If you don't want mushrooms in yours, you don't want onions in yours, hey, it's all optional. But I want to cook this down really, really good before I add and what it is, all this good flour and stuff in the bottom. Matter of fact, I'm going to add a little bit more flour to this, because that's going to make a good gravy for just a little bit more flour to this. That's going to make our good gravy. You know, we have flour and a little bit more oil. My mom used to make this. This would be one of my favorites. I mean, who doesn't like meat and rice? Of course, she didn't put mushrooms in hers. But she did put onions. She put bell peppers. Oh, and of course, she put celery in it. Which y'all know how I feel about celery. Y'all know how I feel about celery. Okay. Got all this good cooked down here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add water to this. We ain't going to add a lot of liquid to this because we don't want a big stew. We're not making a stew, y'all. Just making a nice gravy. And what I'm trying to do here, I want to get all that good stuff off the bottom. Now, I'm going to add a little Worcestershire sauce to this. This is optional too. I like the taste of Worcestershire, and it gives it a little color too. A little bit more water to this. Not much. And I got chicken base I add to mine. Let's say, if y'all got chicken stock, you can add to that too. I'm gonna add a little chicken base to mine. You have to be careful with this stuff. It's very salty. I've been using it so long, I know kind of the salt content when I'm adding it. So I'm going to work this base around in here. I like everything to be seasoned before I put it in the oven. You see, that's like a thick. Of course, it's going to thicken up more as this cooks. Because you remember the flour that's on the meat, It's gonna help thicken this sauce, gravy, however you want to say it, more. Let me give it a taste here and taste my seasoning while I put my meat back in here. I think I need a little bit more chicken base in here. But you can get chicken base in the section where the spices are. I use a lot of chicken base. I use it when I make my old school chicken stock for Thanksgiving, my old school turkey stocks. I add a little of that in there to bring it to the next level. You can see how pretty that gravy is already. It's gonna look even better once the beef tips cook out of it. Cook in there, like 2.5 hours in the oven. See how pretty that is becoming? Give it one more taste here. One more taste here for the... Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's good. That is good, y'all. I'm going to add a little bit more Worcestershire to that. Add a little bit more Worcestershire. And that should do it on that. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add the meat back to this. Slowly add the meat back to this. That's the star of the show right here, y'all. Beef tips, right? We have beef tips without the beef. I'm going to turn this off. I just turn it off. Now, the key is, I want to make sure enough liquid is covering this. I'm going to add a little bit more liquid. Not that much, that's it. Now, I'm going to put this in the oven for about 2 hours, because this meat is tough. It's a tough piece of meat. It's a roast. And it's going to take 2 hours to cook. And all the mushrooms going to cook down, the onions going to cook down, and you're going to have a big pot of holy goodness. And you can cook this on top of the stove. Let me move back here. If you desire, but of course, I put in the oven. You put in the oven, you can just forget about it. So, I'm gonna put this in the oven, 350 degrees, about 2 hours. I'm gonna do the rice here in about 30 minutes. I'll start on the rice. I don't even have to start on the rice right now because it's gonna be a while till this gets ready. So, I like to do the rice as closest to when the product is gonna be ready. So, anyway, we'll step back here a couple hours. I'll probably come back and show you how to make the rice, the correct measurement, make the perfect rice, and we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back here. Okay, I'm about halfway through the cooking method in my beef tips. So I'm gonna make some rice here, and rice is very simple, y'all. I'm gonna show the simple way of making rice. That it's foolproof. Can't screw it up. Rice is 2 to 1, meaning for every cup of rice, every 1 part of rice, you put 2 parts of water. I put 2 cups of rice in here. So what I'm gonna do, this is a 2-cup measure, and I'll just change it. I'm gonna put 4 cups of water. Very simple. Foolproof rice. That's 2 cups. And that's 4 cups right there. You turn it on, let it boil, stir it every once in a while, a couple of times. You got foolproof rice. Very simple. Rice is 2 to 1. I put 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water. I'm gonna season it with salt and pepper. After it's done, I'm gonna put a half a stick of butter in there, and I got hot buttered rice for my beef tips when it come out. Also, I might make some hot water cornbread to go with it. I'm not for sure yet, but hell, shoot, a plate on a fall and winter day, a good plate of beef tips and gravy and rice. Hey, it doesn't get any better than that. So we'll be right back. I'm gonna let my rice cook. Like I said, just something simple. I think everybody knows how to cook rice, but this one throw in, you can make foolproof rice. 2 to 1. Just remember those measurements. 2 to 1. I don't care with 2 teaspoons of rice, 2 1 teaspoon of rice, 2 teaspoons of water. You're making that little bit of rice. So it's a no-fail method. So we'll be right back when the beef tips are ready. See y'all in a minute. Alright, y'all, we back here. Okay, I got my hot water cornbread going here. And I'm gonna put a link on the end of the video for my hot water cornbread. I got my rice cooking here. Just about to turn down here. Going really, really good here. Cause I didn't do a video on the hot water cornbread. I've done a video before, so I didn't do another one. So yeah, just go check out I'm gonna do a link in the end of the video for my hot water cornbread here. It's a very simple, easy recipe. So anyway, I'll be back when this meal is ready. We're gonna have some hot buttered rice here, boiling back there, hot water cornbread, and some beef chips on hot buttered rice. Don't get no better. Like I say, I got a link in the bottom of the video, end of the video, for my hot water cornbread. I ain't do a video. I've already did a video of this. So anyway, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. I just checked on my beef tips. They got about 15-20 more minutes on them things, and it smells amazing in here. I wish y'all could actually smell it. Like I said, I got my hot water cornbread is ready. My rice took 30 minutes to cook. Didn't even take that. It took 20 minutes to cook. Nice and fluffy, and nice fluffy rice here. And like I say, you just do the measuring again. You got nice fluffy rice. Look at that. I put half a stick of butter in there, so that's good to go. And we'll be ready to eat here in about like I said, half an hour or so. And like I said, I keep checking back with y'all because I'm very hungry, and I got some hungry neighbors too. So there's no vegetables today. Only I guess the onions and mushrooms to be the vegetable today, because I have no other vegetables to go with it. Just beef tips and rice, and hot water cornbread, and strawberry cake for dessert. If y'all seen the previous video of my strawberry cake. But anyway, next time I come back, I promise the beef tips will be ready. So I'll be right back. All right, we are ready here. We're gonna take this out the oven. There we go. It should be ready. Had it in here for 2 hours. Let's open this up here and see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice tender meat there. This is awesome. Can't go wrong, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Move the camera up here where y'all can see in here. Oh yeah, look at that. He made his own sauce. And I was telling y'all how thick the sauce was gonna get as it cooked down the gravy. See that nice thick gravy there. The mushrooms held up. That's why I used the cremini mushroom. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let this set in just a second here. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna plate this up, and we're gonna give this a taste. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back for the final time. Okay, we're gonna plate this up, y'all. I absolutely wish y'all was here with me to try this dish. Okay, put the rice on there. You know you gotta put a bed of rice, y'all. You gotta have that bed of rice on there. Definitely gotta have that. Rinse this off here. But this is the ultimate of comfort food, y'all. Ultimate of comfort food. Okay, let me get my ladle here. I can do it better with my ladle. There we go. Throw them beef tips on there. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Clean this up here. Can't forget my hot water cornbread on there. A couple of them on there, y'all. Hey, y'all, she wrote right here, y'all. Put me a little hot sauce on here too. A little crystal hot sauce. I have a little crystal hot sauce on there. Put a little on there. Okay, let's try this out. Shoot, rice and gravy itself is a meal in itself, y'all. Wow. Okay. Look how tender that meat is. See how tender that is? That's so tender, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I really wish y'all was here. You could make a meal just out of the gravy, y'all. Just out of the gravy. And hot water cornbread, put it in there. I wish I was here. I just keep saying that, I really do. I wish I was able to cook a meal for every one of y'all watching this. But this is the meal. On a nice autumn, fall night, winter night, weekend. And you can also make this in the crock pot. You can take this recipe, and the final step is sort of putting it in the oven. You do all that searing, put it in your crock pot. Take about 6-7 hours. Do it before you go to work. Come back to a healthy, not healthy. I guess it is healthy. Ain't nothing unhealthy about this. A nice, wholesome, hearty fall winter meal. But anyway, y'all, enough of that. But anyway, follow my other social media account: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitch TV, Twitter, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day.